You ready, Coach?
Yep.
How do you give your opening statement? Give us your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, hard-fought game. We knew it would be. I mean, a team that's super undermanned. Seen it a lot in my minor league coaching career. It's what it reminded me of. Guys lose their best players the day of the game or shortly before it. And you got guys come in who've just been sitting there all season and they're excited to play. And we knew that's what it was going to be like, so we tried to get ahead of it with our players. And you know, our guys were able to make plays down the stretch, even with shooting poorly from the free throw line. But I thought our three-point shooting obviously was outstanding tonight, and 21 assists. That's how we like to play. So they played really hard. Coach Hurley did a good job of getting those guys wired for this game, and glad we come out with the win.
We'll open it for questions.
Kevin, what can you do about the free throw shooting? It seemed like you guys were over the hump, and then you maybe gone back a little bit.
Yeah, just keep getting in the gym, keep working on it. We did get a nice little rhythm there for a while. I mean, tonight I think was an anomaly to go 3 of 11 in the second half. So we have a worker light group, and they'll be anxious to get back in the gym.
Coach, that's 3 games in a row, over 90 points. What do you feel like is going on the offensive side? What have you guys been doing the last couple games?
I don't know if it would just limit it to the last couple of games. Obviously, the point totals would suggest that, but we have a really unselfish group. Our guys play for each other, whether that's making the extra pass, whether that's sprinting the floor, every time to try to get to the corner so we can really space teams out. And that's really been something we've really gotten better at as the season's gone on, and I think we're starting to just see kind of the fruits of those labors.
Yeah, I got like a 2-part question. You guys came into the building, you guys had a really good fan base here. How did it feel having that reception compared to some of the previous games where people were kind of slandering you guys and kind of what you guys believe in?
It was awesome. I spent a lot of time down here. I know there's a lot of BYU blue in the valley. So I was expecting to see some, but it surpassed my expectations. I mean, these 2 guys are used to it because they've been here for a while. It's my first go around, and it's pretty sweet. I had a moment when I was walking up the court, just looking up there, seeing, felt like half the arena was blue, to be honest with you. So, but also, credit to ASU in terms of being classy. We have had some other stuff along the road that is not classy, and so appreciate the fans here.
Coach, this is your first time coaching in Arizona since you left the Suns. How did it feel to be back in the state and going 2-0? Did that anything special about this trip stand out to you?
I mean, this is a special place for me. I feel like had some good years here, and so having a lot of friends and family. At this game in particular, and it was a good trip, good time for our guys to kind of be on the road for an extended period of time and kind of come together. But for me personally, just having a lot of friends and family, supporting us was fun and special.
Kevin, were you okay with, I don't want to call it lax the days of cold, but there were moments where it seemed like you guys maybe lost a little of your mental edge out there? Or maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Don, they cut it to 9, with like 5 minutes left, and you hit that big 3, actually followed by your 3, Richie. How'd you guys kind of respond mentally there? Like, what was your thought process shooting that 3 and stuff?
Yeah, we've had the fortune of playing in a lot of great environments and being in those situations before, and so just trusting the work, trusting the guy next to us, and coach is always on us to be assertive and to be aggressive and hunt for those shots. So looking for those opportunities and shooting with confidence and living with the result is our mentality.
That's one of the reasons why I like playing with y'all. So he does.
I mean, he was great tonight. He helped close it out. He's really stepped up a lot in the last month and a half, just in terms of his aggressiveness and being able to help us close games out. Has been huge. I think just his strength, with the ball in his hands. Him and Foose, those two pretty strong dudes coming downhill at you together. So it's been a good combination, those 2.
And then, Coach, you guys recently broke into the AP poll rankings. Do you guys pay attention to that, or do you guys just focus on like next game mentality?
We're heavily focused on the next day, like whatever we have to do the next day. That's kind of been a strength of this group. But definitely congratulated the guys. I'm glad that they're able to get recognized for their hard work. We know in the big picture it doesn't really mean a whole lot in terms of what we're trying to do, but it's nice for these guys to get the recognition.
Richie, a season high 17 threes for you guys. Good shooters, Jim. I think you and Trevin, I think you guys made your first 5.
Yeah, I mean, the way that I feel like kind of the previous teams have guarded us is, it felt like we had a lot more room today. You know, like we had a lot of paint to great threes is what we call them, where drive in and kick it out, and a lot of open looks, and we'll take that. And we'll take that anytime we can get that.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, I mean, I don't like it. Just don't like taking things for granted. You know, I mean, Yegor had 10 assists. You know, that's impressive. You know, he, wasn't going for him with his rim finishes, but for him to have 10 assists, Dallin had another 4 assists. I mean, these guys are really unselfish, and the way we're able to, space the floor, I think there's a lot of guys that benefit from it.
Richie, tonight was your third 20-plus game in a row, I think. And just this last week, or after the Arizona game, you got named the National Player of the Week. What's been going good for you recently? Like, how have you been just locked into that offensive rhythm to try to get that scoring output?
I mean, just what Coach said, I got great point guards that know how to find me in my spots. You know, me and D-Hall have played together for a long time, and I just, like, it's, sure, I hit some shots, and that's, like, those things are cool, and I'm very grateful, but that's a really a team award. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are should be going to my point guards for that.
Two more questions? Maybe?
Kevin, just 3 games remaining. Where do you think your team is at right now? Do you feel like you're pretty much clicking on all cylinders?
There's always stuff we can get better at. I mean, look, we gave up 81 points tonight and 95 points the game before, so our defense has to be better. Again, credit to Arizona State. They put pressure on us and they made shots. So, we gotta shore up some things on the defensive end. Offensively, I just love how unselfish our guys are playing, but definitely some things we can clean up on the defensive end.
You got any ideas on how to fix the Suns?
Better refrain. Let me say this, I'm rooting for them. I love those guys. Great organization. They got good people in there. They'll get it figured out.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.